Hello everyone, it's Izzy here. Quick confession right when we start. I've never been called Izzy once in my life, I just think it sounds cool. So it's gonna take a bit to get used to saying it. Anyway, hi. I've only been trying to start a YouTube channel on and off for 6 years? Yeah, I'm finally here. I'm 18 years old, and to put a very long story short, which I'll get into more later, I'm trying to become a freelance artist, and I think it'd be a nice place to start with doing videos. For my first video here, I wanted to do something pretty simple, pretty chill, just to kind of ease myself into it. And so I thought I'd make the icon and banner that I'd have to anyway, and kind of walk you guys through how to do it. Not that I succeeded at first. Oh, spoiler alert, the banner was tricky. Anyway, so the first thing I did, it may be past this already, I don't even know, but I looked up the recommended banner size and icon size, and the icon size was really straightforward, 800 pixels by 800 pixels. The banner size was a bit more tricky. I'll put a link in the description to where I found the measurements, but you'll see at one point that there's two different numbers for the height. No, for the height, I think. I don't know. And essentially, what that meant was that the smaller height was the safe area for all devices. So, like, even devices with a really narrow screen will have that really thin bar across the top. So, you want everything that you really need to show within the safe area, which is what I did when I made my banner. Anyway, we're probably to the point where I'm actually making the logo by now. And for the icon itself, what the heck is that? Well, welcome to amateur YouTube video making. We're dealing with this now. It's happening. So I thought, oh gosh, this is gonna sound awful. I thought that I'd make my icon a illustrative style of my signature that I put on all my art, which I had that as my Instagram logo before, so I knew what I was going for, but I didn't love my execution. So I just made the style a bit more blocky, a bit less absolutely slammed with different types of colors, and hopefully a bit more legible when it's zoomed out. I don't think I succeeded because I still can't read it when it's up in the corner of my profile, but I tried. I'll tell you this right now. It may look like everything is super aesthetic here, but I am the worst when it comes to making things really planned out and nice and all that. Essentially, videos here are gonna be a little chaotic. I'm sorry. I love the chaos. um, in fact, I have literally no script right now. I was writing a script that I could read off of, and then I went, nah. And so we have this now. I have no idea if I'm still making that icon or not, but I'll tell you this about the icon. Lettering is not necessarily my strong suit. My handwriting is okay, but ask me to do cursive or anything fancy, and it's no. So making this, I struggled a lot on making the line art look right, because I do not do letters much, but I thought it would look nice as kind of an introduction. Hey, it is I. I literally, okay, I'm recording this voiceover separately, and I don't know if there's like an intuition that YouTubers get for how long it's gonna take for a section of footage to go, but I don't have that yet. If you're wondering why the colors are pink and a sort of turquoise, that's because I like those colors. There's nothing more complicated to it than that. I just think it's pretty. And it's a nice, upbeat, bubbly aesthetic, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that the logo's gone, okay? I don't know if it is or isn't, but if it's not, we're just gonna have some delay or something. Because the banner's more interesting to me. So, for the banner, I wanted to do something a lot more simple, but I wanted it to look like there was effort put into it and it looked nice and whatever. And what I decided to do was something that I've literally never done before in my life, which is a great idea for representing yourself to the world. Am I right? And that was to make a repeating pattern. So when I start, you'll see me like doodling little images of like a pencil and a paintbrush. And my plan was to collage them all together into a repeating pattern so that it'd look good on any device. And I think it eventually succeeded, but I wanted to explain one particular choice to you because this is my style of humor incarnate. It's really not funny, but I was laughing. So, you know how when you see little drawings of stationery in a pattern, because it's not a unique idea or anything, there's usually a pencil, a paintbrush, and then one of those stereotypical pink erasers. I was going to draw the pink eraser, and then I thought, that's not gonna look like anything when I do what I want to do with it. And I was sitting there and I was like, you know what would be real funny? If instead of drawing an actual eraser, I did like a digital eraser. So that's what the Control-Z thing is. I was like, ahaha, this will be such a good inside joke. And it's probably not. I don't even use Control-Z to erase. I just move my cursor up to the back arrow, which is probably a big waste of time, but I can't get used to it. Well, I probably could, but I haven't tried to. But anyway, that barely matters. So, outside of the stereotypical stationary doodle items, I added in a graphic tablet, because I literally have one in front of me, so it was very easy to reference. And a sketchbook, because, yeah, everyone loves sketchbooks. Unless you don't sketch. Then they probably just seem like really useless notebooks. But I like my sketchbook. Other than that, the text on the logo was pretty straightforward, or on the banner. The text on the banner was just, hey, what do I plan on doing here? I'm gonna draw stuff and design stuff. Bam! and I wanted to emphasize how this channel is gonna be about having a lot of fun, because, as I said before, I'm a chaotic individual. Not bad chaotic, just kind of all over the place, and I like to do things just because they're silly or fun. And so I thought that was important to include in the banner, so that no one's struck by surprise when they come like, oh, pretty colors, I wonder what like really nice thought out videos there are, and then it's just memes. Yeah. That's what that is. And I thought I'd carry over the colors from before just to make the whole banner page cohesive, which maybe that wasn't a great idea, because when I make videos, not everything I do is going to be in this color scheme. You know, this is probably the only thing I'm going to do in this color scheme. So everything's going to look so cohesive, and then you look at the thumbnails. Maybe I'll have to like format all the thumbnails into this set of colors. I don't know. That's not a very poppy set of colors. What do you think? Should I try and have branding in the colors, or was this enough? This is enough. Yeah. So okay. I forgot to explain something. That's good. I have more to talk about, because this is probably going to be way over 10 minutes. I did 2 full drawings. So, at the very beginning of this, yep, we're going all the way back, I I opened a new file, I filled it all in green, and then I copied that block over to the banner, and I put it in. And it was, may or may not have been like, what the heck is that? Well, that was me trying to indicate how big my safe area was, so that on any device, this is what will show. And I wanted to keep all of my lettering and whatever within that box. Well, you see, I thought I did that. But as you may see later, or maybe seeing now, I have no idea. That didn't work out. You see, I should have downloaded a template of some sort, but I tried to make it myself. And so what happened was, I was like, where's the middle of this file? And I was like, I don't know, I'll just try my best here. And trying my best here was like an inch too high. So I went to upload it, and instead of being all centered and nice, it was like falling off the top edge of the safe area, and I was like, that's not good. So I just kept positioning stuff around just to guess. And I eventually guessed right, but there's surely a much better way to do this. Also, I had to add back in parts of my repeating pattern because I did not extend it a whole lot farther up than the canvas because I wasn't expecting to have to do this. So when I had to position it around like 3 separate times, it became easier after that. But at first I seriously had to go back in and like fill in a whole top row one by one, and it was really tedious, but I think it ended up looking nice. And then the last step was just to upload all of the art to YouTube on the profile picture and the banner. And it was funny because when I was making these, I was like, isn't there a third thing I'm supposed to be doing here? And turns out it was something that I could just reuse the icon for, the logo, because it was the little stamp you put at the end of the video in the bottom right corner, I think? The corner doesn't really matter. The point is it goes there. And yeah, so it worked out for the best. I was like, there's 3 things. I know there's 3 things. That was the third thing. And if you've made your 800 by 800 pixel logo for your profile picture, I would recommend just sticking the same thing down there. It's branding. Branding is nice. And I guess that's all I have to say about this. I don't know. I should probably make an end card eventually, but that can be for another day because we've already done a lot here. Yeah. So thank you for watching. If the video is actually longer than this and I have just messed it up, well, I don't know what music to put here. I'm really scared of no copyright music because I always see comments that are like, nope, it's not no copyright, be prepared for a strike. And I'm like, oh no. So if there's more video left, I'll just like obnoxiously drum something on the table for noise purposes. And it's gonna sound really bad and glorious. So that's where we're at. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, joyful rest of your day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.